Welcome back to Mammy's house today to see what's cooking in Mammy's. And I've got two very special guests with me. And we have Ella Rose and we have Annabelle James. My two little roommates is what they are. They're my granddaughters and they're also my roommates while their mom and dad are building on my house. And I'm going to be so sad when their house gets built, aren't I? And they are on my show today because you know what? School's out and you're excited, aren't you? And guess where they're going today after the show? Where are you going?
Beach.
Myrtle Beach. You're going to the beach? I'm so excited. For how many days?
7.
7 days? What am I going to do? What are me and Pap going to do for 7 days while y'all are gone?
No.
Huh? Who am I going to talk to?
I don't know.
Pap?
Yeah.
I guess, maybe. But what if he goes golfing?
You can call Mom and Daddy.
I'll call Mom and talk to her on the phone. Or y'all can FaceTime me.
You can
Go see Pappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go golfing with Pal.
I'll go golfing with Pap. That's a good idea. But anyway, I've got a great show with my great guests today. I am having to get down to basics. It's a rainy, old, dreary day outside. Not much to do. I'm off from work. I'm watching the girls. And my stomach is craving some country fried pork chops. This was a meal that was a go-to meal for my mom when she would come home from work. And I don't know, it just seems like we always had pork chops. That was something really good and hearty. And I'm going to do some skillet fried apples. You can't do pork chops without having some type of apples. And I love fried apples. It's one of the first things that we cooked in the restaurant when we started Mammy's Kitchen. And then we're going to do some I want some potatoes. But you always got to have potatoes with pork chops. But they don't want something cheesy too. So I'm going to do a twice baked potato casserole for you. So I'll get my cheese and my potatoes and all the good stuff that's going to be in it. Also, we're going to do I'm going to do a rustic cucumber and tomato salad for you. It's just gives us that color on that plate, some good veggies, and it's really, really good with all the herbs and spices that goes with it. And the best thing at all, we're going to start out with this because it takes a little bit longer to cook. I always start with my desserts first and always have to have desserts. And one of my favorite is this moist, beautiful orange bundt pancake. All right, so we've got all of our ingredients here. We've got fresh oranges, we've got orange zest. Oh, it's my whole kitchen, my whole house is smelling really, really good right now, right? So first, before we get started, do y'all like Mammy's apron?
Yeah.
I've got to show you my apron. One of my best friends and best fans that comes in Mammy's restaurant is Phyllis Brown. And she is the nicest person I've ever met. I have the best customers, I'm telling you. So anyway, she was nice enough to bring me an apron. I usually make my aprons, but Phyllis brought me this one. She's such a good friend of ours at the restaurant. She brought me the towels, the pot holders, the oven mitts. Oh, Phyllis, thank you. She is a bagger at Kroger's and she's been there forever. Everybody knows Phyllis. So if you see her today, tell her I said hi and thank you. And I'll see you soon, mostly on Meatloaf Day. See you, thank you. And also, if you see our red bird floating around in the kitchen, then you'll win a free lunch with a piece of pie from Mammy. All you have to do is put it on our Facebook page. Carolyn Milburn Shepker. Carolyn Milburn Shepker. She won last week. She's been in the restaurant. She had a free lunch and a dessert for Mammy for looking for the red bird, and she found it. So I'm really excited. So if you see the red bird, which is my mom, let us know on the Facebook page. All right, so we're gonna do the wet ingredients first. So on our orange cake, let's do the wet ingredients first, meaning the orange juice, sour cream, the eggs, and the orange extract. You can use vanilla extract, but I want it to be really orangey, so I'll use the orange extract. So we're gonna do 4 eggs. Ella, you get 1. Then we're going to mix those up first. Get them in there. Don't be afraid. Just crack them. There you go. Got a little bit in there, but you know what? You can take them out. Good job, Ella. All right, we're going to mix this up. Thanks, Ella. Here, wipe your hands off. Got egg on it. They love cracking eggs. They come to the restaurant and they'll come in the kitchen when they're smaller and we'll let them crack eggs. All right, we're going to let you stir that. We're going to whisk the eggs first, make sure they're okay. Then we're going to do a half a cup of sour cream. Got a half cup right here. And sour cream in a cake is just, boy, it really makes it that moist.
Can I mix it now?
Yeah, keep stirring it. We're going to go 3 tablespoons of our zest. Ella, smell of that. Oh, that smells, I just need this laying around my house. Smells so good. 1, 2, and you know what? Just the rest of it. If it's a little bit more, that's fine. That's what makes it so good. So we've got that. We're going to go a tablespoon of orange extract. Here we go.
Mammy,
Good job.
Can I?
Ooh, well, that's orangey right there. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to go with some orange juice. And I got 3/4 of a cup. So we're going to go 1 more. 1 more. Oh, goodness. And this is an orange concentrate that I've let thaw out. It's got a really good orangey flavor. This is an orange cake. All right, let's take turns. There we go, right there. And now we're going to get our dry ingredients. All right, you ready for the dry ingredients? 2.5 cups of flour. There you go. There you go. 1 more. Then we're going to do a half. And it's okay to get messy when you cook, isn't it? Mammy's a messy cook.
Yeah.
And then a half. Then we're going to go a half of flour. Then we're going to go 2 cups of sugar.
Can I do the sugar?
There's 1. Get it all in there. 1 for you. I love making cakes. One of my best things to do at the restaurant.
No,
I get excited when somebody orders a cake, because I love making homemade cakes.
That's
Awesome. 2 cups of sugar. We're going to go 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now, Mammy will do this one. So I've got 1 teaspoon right here of baking powder. This helps it rise. Baking powder right there. And then a half a teaspoon of baking soda, which is what helps it rise too. Half right here. Oops. Oops. These are heavy. There you go. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon. Do not want to leave out the salt because it is very important in cakes. All right. So we're going to add 2 sticks of butter to this, and it's softened. So it's really soft. And what Mammy's going to do, we're going to mix this butter. We're going to hold that right there. Love it. Look how nice that is. And this is the same style that they made in the 1950s, other than they got larger, where you get larger handholds. All right. See? Oh, goodness. Oh, let's get that. We want this dry mixture crumbly. And it's working. It's doing its job. But you pour a little bit in at the same time. Ella, you come over here and help her. All right, just a little bit. All right, just a little bit at a time. All right, a little bit more. The wet mixture to the dry. A little bit more. Get it all really good and smooth. Okay. It is smooth and ready to be poured in.
Mommy, look on you.
Oh, made a mess. You know what? You clean it up. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's perfect.
That was loud.
Set that back there. It is loud, loud. We're going to spray our pan. Love it, love it. It is one heavy pan. Don't want it to stick. It's been seasoned properly already. Okay, and here we go. Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, make it smooth up and then up here.
Then when it gets done, we'll let it cool, and then I'll let you make a really nice orange glaze. Kind of like a dreamsicle cake. I love dreamsicles, don't you? And this cake is going to cook at 350 for 55 minutes, or we'll stick a toothpick in it and see if it's done.
That is a long time.
It is a long time. That's why we're going to do it first, and then we can get to all of our other good stuff.
Maybe. Now put it in the oven.
Kind of bang it, not too hard or break my counter. Get all the air hose out of it. We're going to stick it in the oven. You can stay right there. I don't want you to get hot burnt. And it's the first thing going in our oven. 55 minutes. Okay, so fried apples. Yes, we started with this recipe when we first started the restaurant. My mom, and just always remember again, you know, with these recipes that we always had fried apples. I like mine, and I started mine when we fixed them at the restaurant. When we first fixed them at the restaurant, I always left the peel on. I don't do it now because some customers didn't like it, and maybe I was just too lazy to peel them. I don't know. But anyway, I like them this way, so we're at home, and that's how I'm going to make them. Now I've got my butter over here getting hot. I've got 2 sticks of butter in my iron skillet. We're letting that cook. That sounds pretty good. So I've got my fancy apple slicer core, and we're going to push down. And you know they're really juicy, and they should be. They're a red, sweet, juicy apple. That was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah. Look at that. The apple.
Look at that. And the girls have actually been eating them. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take these and put them in the skillet. I'm going to add about 2 cups of sugar, about 1/4 cup of cinnamon, and voila, there you go. You let them cook until they're soft. My butter is good and hot and melted, almost caramelized, and that's fine. There we go.
I can see the cake.
Be careful. It's hot butter. Don't want my little girl to get burnt. So get those apples down in there. And we make these every day at the restaurant, 2 or 3 times a day. People love fried apples. Okay, don't need him. So we're gonna get our sugar on here. We're going to cover it in cinnamon. Smells good, don't it? Got a smelly good kitchen today.
Mammy.
Till we start cutting up some onions. There we go, about half of that, half of the apples. So we're going to get a wooden spoon. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. That red, sweet, juicy apple. Yum. I love this. No wonder we wanted to start fixing this. That is beautiful, beautiful. And we're just going to let them cook. Let them do their thing. That's basically all you do. And then when they're done, we'll put some more in and cook the rest of them. And I'm gonna go ahead, throw the sugar on these, throw the cinnamon on these, and we'll just let them set. And then when they are done, we'll put those in there and they'll be ready to go. So I actually made these last night because they take about 4 hours to make. So, but we're gonna start out with just with the basic recipe, and I've got my yeast. So I've got 1.5 tablespoons of dry yeast, and I've got 1/4 cup of warm water, which is about 110 degrees. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sugar. And we're gonna get that stirred up in there, and we want it to be really, really foamy when we start putting it in our bread. So while we're waiting for our yeast to foam up, Ella wants to show you what Mammy did for her last night, and Annabelle and Bubba. So I made them some snacks, and I made you what? What kind of bags?
Avengers.
And what kind of bags did you have? Elsa, Frozen. She loves Avengers. She's a little tomboy, and she's a girly girl. She loves Frozen. So where are they? So I've got them all ready for them. You want to go get them a few?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and put my 1/2 cup of sugar in here, and we're going to do 1 stick of softened butter. So that is right there. And I bet they are so, so good. And we're going to go ahead and just let that get in there and just get in there. Oh my goodness, they're going to be so good. Which ones are you going to like the best?
I like this one.
Oh, let me tell you, these are called Lemon Buddies. And I've got the Chex Mix. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Man, it was hard to stop eating these, to put them in these little bags for them. And they're made with white chocolate, butter, and powdered sugar, and lemon zest and lemon juice. We melted that, poured it over the Chex Mix. Oh, so good. I just love lemon too. So we've creamed our butter and sugar together, and we need to add our eggs. So I'm gonna let you all crack an egg, since they love to be in the egg cracking business. I'm gonna do one more, then you can go outside.
Yeah.
Right.
And there.
There's Mammy's. Oh, that's so good. Just sit around and eat that stuff all afternoon. I might have to take a couple bags back. That was a good job, Ella, right there. Here, this one's wet. Wipe it on that one. That one is my favorite from Phyllis. Phyllis has become a very close family friend of ours, just like with everybody else at the restaurant that's local. You know, we just love to see all of our locals come in, and they've actually become part of our family. All right, you're scared, aren't you? Perfect. Well, one little shell. There we go. Did a good job. Y'all go outside and play. Whew. That's what I say when they all go back to school, because now they're coming to Mammy's, and they're the older ones are beginning to work as bus boys, bus girls, and dishwashers. But hey, gotta start sometime. So we're gonna go 1 egg at a time. There we go. And then I've got 4 3/4 cup of flour that we're gonna get in there. Mix this all together until we get a good dough, and it should pull away from the sides of the pan. And I've also got 2 teaspoons of salt. And then 1 cup of milk. I'll get in there. And we're going to get our yeast in there. And there we go, making our dough. So we're going to add some flour to the sides of the pan because I don't want it to stick. Kind of want it to pull away from it. And that's okay. Gosh, I love making these, but if they're half as good as Flossie's and Gladys's, I will pat myself on the back. So we'll see whenever they're done. Just kind of want to dump them out here. All right, so, oh gosh. I would love to do this every day, just make rolls. All right, we're gonna cover this, kind of put that back in there. We're gonna put a rag over it, which is how they always done it, and let it set for 3 hours. Let's go to one of our sponsors, and I'll be right back. The New York Times and the Washington Post have voted my restaurant, Mammy's Kitchen, the best hot brown around. And also Mammy's Kitchen voted the best family restaurant and bourbon bar in Bardstown. And from Brattlesville to Gravel Switch, Kentucky, both my Mammy's cook farm to table, and of course, I have their recipes all right here. So come and enjoy some good old-fashioned dishes and Southern hospitality right here, all at Mammy's Kitchen. Come see me. Okay, so we've got the apples cooking. Our potatoes are just about ready. My cake, I don't even want to open the oven because I want it to be perfectly risen. I hope my rolls have rose. Let's see if they've risen. Perfect, yes, woo, yes. So we're gonna butter them, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these in the oven before I start on our tomato and cucumber salad. Oh, soak them really good with some butter. Oh my goodness. Gosh, they're gonna be so good. Ooh, I'll eat these all day long. Don't worry, weekend's coming. I've got parties galore. I'll work it off in the kitchen. So I'm gonna be very careful when you open your oven with a cake in there. Oh gosh, it looks perfect. I just love it. Oh. How pretty that is. Oh, I gotta touch it. Oh, it is close. It's done. I'm glad I came over here. I'm pretty sure that's done. Let's stick these in here like that. And what we're gonna do is do a toothpick test. Get this. Just makes you wanna dance in the kitchen. Very, very careful. Yeah, a little bit on there. I think maybe, let me see. Oh, I think that's just perfect. I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes. Somebody remind me, please. 2 minutes. Oh, and that's it. There we go. See, Rose. Okay, so let's get to this cucumber salad because everything is getting really close to getting done, and I am excited. So we are going to core. We don't want them in, we just kind of want them in bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to kind of core them like this, angle it. And so let's put these in our bowl. That way we can mix it all together. Get some good, ripe, fresh tomatoes. And I was lucky to find these this time of year. I'm going to angle. There we go. All right, so I'm going to cut it lengthwise and just do it in quarters as well. This is kind of a chunky salad, so let's go down one more time. That way you have just, that's what makes it so pretty. Oh, I love the smell of cucumbers. It's the smell of summer to me. So we're going to take a red sweet onion. It's a little bit different than my yellow onions. Ooh, oh, smells so good. You know, it just smells like Mammy's house in here right now. And I did take my cake out of the oven. So thanks for reminding me. It's going to be so good. Oh, goodness. Can't wait. Fly gets home, boy. He is going to like this meal today. He's pretty picky. He's a meat and potato man. And so I think he's really going to be impressed with me today. Loves pork chops. I do too. So, all right, let's cut these as fine as I can get them. We just want some little strips, thin strips in here. Got the color of the red and the green and the purple. Forgot to put my water out. I forgot to chew gum. I forgot all my little things that everybody's told me to do. My glasses aren't helping any. Whew. Allergies. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Good day to stay home. And they're mowing the yard outside before it starts really raining, I guess. Smells like Mammy's kitchen in here. I'm not kidding you. You know, and my grandmothers, my family, they always had a dessert. You always had dessert. No matter, it could have been something small as pudding, as a small, just a sweet cake, no icing or anything. They always had dessert, and I've always had it too. So I'm gonna get some cilantro that's gonna go in this. I'm gonna get rid of that onion there. I'm telling you, buddy, he was a strong one. We're gonna get rid of the stalks. Boy, the cilantro was strong too. Let's get that on here. Just gonna do it the old-fashioned way and just kind of bunch it all up. Oh, that smells so good. I love the smell of fresh herbs. All right, so we're going to add some Italian parsley to this. Got a little green in there. Oh my goodness, this smells good too. Gosh. I think sometime he comes here, the girls coming back in and out, in and out. You know, when we were little, we were all sent to the farm at Mammy's. One or the other in Browardville or Gravel Switch. But, I mean, how did they do with all the grandkids out there? You know, it wouldn't be all of them at one time, but what?
I don't want to go outside.
Okay, you don't have to. You could stay in here and help me cook some more. All right, are you eating Mammy's no-bake cookies I made the other day for Pal? He loves no-bake cookies, and I'll have to make them on the show one day. But I'm so scared. Sometimes they go two ways. They don't turn out worth a heck, or they turn out really, really good. These went the really, really good way. My sister makes them, and they're so, so good. And I was craving them. All right, there we've got our parsley. And here, that all off my hand. Get all of it in there. There we go. And then I've got some kosher salt. About a tablespoon is what I want to add. I'm going to do just a pinch, probably a teaspoon of brown sugar. Okay, so we've got that. And I'm going to put about a teaspoon of pepper in here. And we're going to let this all set like that. I want that to set, and then we're going to make the vinegar sauce, the vinegar to go over it. So what I need now is I've got a red wine vinegar, and that's about a half a cup. I've got a cup of olive oil that we're going to put in there with that vinegar. We're going to do another, about a half a teaspoon of this brown sugar. And another pinch of the kosher salt. And then I've got some minced garlic here. Just kind of want a teaspoon of that. Here, smell this. See if you like that. You like that?
Yeah.
Anything smells good to her if it's food related. So we got this. About 2 teaspoons of that. And we want to get that all in here. And I've got some oregano that I'm going to add to this. And we're going to chop some oregano up. Where'd you get that at? Did you go downstairs to your house? Okay, so we're going to get this oregano. Oh, gosh. It's going to be a really good salad. Now, Mammy always had some type of tomato, some type of garden salad every day. They really were good cooks back in the day.
I got this downstairs because my mommy got some more juice.
Good. You're going to have to take a bunch of drinks on vacation for the beach, won't you?
Mammy.
What?
There's one more left.
Huh?
There's one more left.
Oh, really? She told me this morning that I needed to go to the groceries because my pantry was getting really low. Meaning there wasn't any candy in it. All right, we're going to put that in our red wine vinegar and olive oil.
That's stock.
Love all these herbs and spices. Boy, this smells really, really good. And I'm just going to take that and pour that over our tomatoes and onions and cucumbers, and then we're going to let this set over here. Okay, so we're going to toss this. Oh my gosh, I really want to lightly toss it, so I'm going to just do it with my hands. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. There you go. So I'm going to taste it because I need to see if I need to add salt or anything to it. Oh. Pow, right. Punches you right in the mouth, in the palate. That's good. I'm gonna clean all this up so we can get to our twice baked potato cheesy casserole, and that will be it. Then we'll fry our pork chops and we're ready to go. We'll let this set. Boy, that's a really, really good red wine vinegar sauce that we put on that. Love that. So this is our twice baked potato casserole. And I'm going to start with some cooked, and I didn't cook them until they're not mushy. So I blanched them maybe. But I kind of want them the texture of a baked potato. Okay, so we're going to do one layer like this. Give me a spoon. Help me out a little bit. Yeah, so, we had, a potato every night, mainly mashed potatoes. I remember, so my mom, this was her go-to meal, pork chops. So my dad worked at GE, my mom worked at Jane and Linda Sewing Factory in Lebanon, and I know many of you remember that. And so Mama would get home about 3:30, which is about what time we would get home from school, about 3 o'clock. We rode the bus, and my dad, he would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he had riders. That's what we had, got to catch my riders. And we lived on Chandler Street in Lebanon, Kentucky. And so Daddy would get up, and he would walk down the block and meet the driver and the riders, which would be Clellan, mainly, my Uncle Clellan and Ricky Rakes and Jerry maybe, Andy maybe. I know it was mostly all family, or close family friend. And so Daddy would meet that, leave at 4:30, and then drop him off at 4 o'clock, and he would walk down there. And I remember Stevie being the first grandchild. I was always at Mama's house, and he would run and meet Pappy every day for years. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that. Daddy get up at 4, leave at 4:30, get dropped off at 4, get home at 4:30. I swear, Mom would have that pork chop or whatever dinner which was our go-to when we had pork chops. We had mashed potatoes and green beans, corn usually or something. But it was good, and it was the good old days. Seeing Daddy work there all of his life. Most all my family did. And Mom worked at Jane and Linden till they closed down. Therefore, that she was always a good seamstress, and then she started her own business, So It Seems, by Thelma, doing upholstery and curtains and all kinds of stuff. So best thing of all, oh, sour cream on top of your baked potato. Good. So we're gonna spread this on there. Love, love, love this. Okay, so we've got some bacon bits. And I've just had some bacon bits, so I'm gonna go ahead and use them, or you can fry you some bacon up. It's your choice. It's your casserole. Oh my goodness. I've got some mozzarella cheese, which is a really good cheesy casserole. I mean, which is really good and cheesy. Then I've got some cheddar cheese. Okay, so let's get that in there, and I'm gonna pile some more potatoes on top. Need a bigger dish. So let's add some more pepper. I'm just gonna layer it one more time. Salt. And then bacon bits. I'm gonna do this first. Get our sour cream down in there. And all we have to do is let this bake, which is pretty easy. So that's covered in that. This is an easy way to eat a baked potato, I think. Everything's already served on it. Boy. Okay. Let's do our cheeses first. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. We'll put all of it on there. It's about 2 cups. Some cheddar on here. I'm running out of room. Do some bacon bits. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Then I've cut up some green onion. Oh my gosh, how pretty, pretty, pretty. And we're gonna put this in the oven. Check on my rolls over here. Oh my goodness, I think they're ready. Oh, yep, they sure are. Let's get them out. Perfect timing. I need the space. Perfect. Oh, get some butter. Soak them again with that butter. Made a homemade roll. Woo, 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 woo. Put this beautiful thing in there. That cook. And I've got my apples. They're done. My tomato and cucumber salad. My cake. I've got my rolls. Let's butter them one more time real quick before we start on our fried pork chops. Cannot wait. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to eat these suckers now. Oh. Sissy always made these rolls too. At Christmas time, she'd have so many trays ready to rise, waiting to rise. Oh my gosh, just want to take a little bit of bite of the corner of that one, dip it in the butter, like that. Oh, I couldn't wait. I'm sorry. You know, when you're fixing a big dinner, I like to try everything and taste everything. And then when it comes to dinner time, it's like, everybody's sitting down eating. And I'm like, I'm not really hungry. Because I've already ate everything. That is so good. Crunchy on the outside, really smooth. Perfect. It is time to go to our awesome sponsor again. When we come back, I'm gonna get my skillet out. We're gonna fry some pork chops and dinner will be served. The New York Times and the Washington Post have voted my restaurant, Mammy's Kitchen, the best hot brown around. And also Mammy's Kitchen voted the best family restaurant and bourbon bar in Bardstown. And from Bradfordsville to Gravel Switch, Kentucky, both my Mammy's cook farm to table, and of course, I have their recipes all right here. So come and enjoy some good old-fashioned dishes and Southern hospitality right here, all at Mammy's Kitchen. Come see me. So my skillet is getting hot and I'm gonna test it. So get some water in there and it's starting to come back on me and pop up. That's ready. So in here I've got some flour, salt and pepper, a little bit of paprika, onion and garlic powder. So we're just gonna mix all of that up in here. Get all of those good flavors in each one of those pork chops. Then get that really good and hot. We'll start it out on high, but I'm going to end up probably on medium low. So I'm going to try it one more time. Make sure that water pops up on you. Just a couple of little sprinkles and you can see it. You don't want to put your pork chops in there in cold grease or it'll come out tasting like cold grease. And so we're just going to dredge these in here. Throw them in there. Oh, there you go. Perfect. There we go. And I think I can fit one more in there. Pork out. Move them around a little bit. Get over, buddy. Scoot over. There we go. Now I'm cooking these just in a good old vegetable oil. There we go. Okay, so my pork chops are frying. My casserole is cooking and it is almost done. That is really picture perfect. These look really good. I've added just a little bit of more salt and pepper on top to fry that good taste in there. They are looking awesome. So here's the true test. I'm so scared. All right, let's see if it works. I've wiggled it a little bit, just a little bit with my knife, but this is a new pan, a new bundt pan. 1896 is what it's got on it. Huh. Here we go. Oh, this is heavy too. Woo! Yeah, I heard it fall. All right, Phyllis, this is for you. Here we go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, gosh. Boy, the flavors just knocked me back right now. Oh, my gosh. A little bit stuck in here. Want to taste? Oh, my gosh, that's good. That's so pretty. So let's make our glaze. So I've got like a tablespoon of butter in here, my orange juice, my orange extract. So we're going to make us a really nice glaze. And you don't need much. It evaporates that powdered sugar in seconds. There we go. Loving this. Oh my goodness, I'm going to enjoy this all day. I may have the girls eat their own little snacks I made them so I can have this. I'm gonna add just a little bit more orange juice, just a little bit at a time, I'm telling you. Unless you got plenty of powdered sugar. We make this glaze every day at the restaurant. And Brandon, one of my cooks, my wonderful cooks, Brendan, was making it one day. We put it on our Cinnabon pancakes, but we make it with milk instead of orange juice. And he put about a half a cup of milk in there. Well, he ended up having to use about 3 bags of powdered sugar. We had enough to last us for a while. Keep it away. Keep it away. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. I don't know what smells the best in this kitchen. The cinnamon apples or this. Them pork chops cooking or my sweet potato. Look at this. This is beautiful. I mean, that is a magazine cover. Love it, and I can't wait to eat it. Pork chops, they're getting brown. They're frying right up. Good. Woo, doggies is what my pap would say. He would smell this meal all the way out to the milking barn. We milked cattle. And they used to try to get every one of us grandkids to try to milk the udders, and I never could do it. I don't want to touch them. And, oh, it's perfect. But they went to the electronic ones, but I always loved playing house in the barns, and my Uncle Freddie would catch me every time. I would steal the eggs. Yes, I would steal the eggs. And I'd make mud pies. I think there was an old stove out in one of the barns on top of the hill. And I got in trouble, and I remember Freddie running us off and us running down the hill, and I'll whip your tails. So we're gonna, oh, this is just perfect. Oh my gosh, Annabelle and Ella missed out on this. This is going to be beautiful and good. Should I eat dessert first? Guys, I don't know. Let me see about that. Oh, boy, that's good. You like that flavor of orange? You're going to love this cake. Wow. It's an orange blossom cake. Beautiful. Some of the excess off, which I will put that on my plate. The icing's always my favorite. Love my bundt pan. And I've got some pretty garnishes. So I love putting fruit on fruit. So I've got some blackberries. Oh, got them in sugar. And we are going to just take that and put that inside of there. Some raspberries, blackberries. Add some color to that orange. So pretty. Some pretty ones on there. All right, and voila, there you go. All right, voila, again, here it is. Wow. This is just beautiful. All of the oranges and the orange cake and the reds and greens and the rose. It's really good. And I'm going to taste test before we call the girls in. And I'm going to grab me a pork chop. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love these. They are so, no wonder they're so popular at the restaurant. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my goodness. That is my favorite, new favorite potato now. This, and I haven't even tasted it yet. And I love, love red skinned potatoes. Potatoes. I love them, and I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this. This is a rustic garden salad. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous dish. That is a summer dish if I ever saw one. And then my rolls, oh my gosh, flaky, crunchy on the outside. They're just perfect. Alrighty, y'all ready? Let's see. Taste these potatoes first because all that cheese, oh my gosh. So good. Oh yeah. That's a perfect potato. That's a between a mashed and a baked potato, cheese, sour cream, those onions, bacon bits, perfect. All right, I want to try my pork chops, my favorite, one of my favorite meats. I think it's my favorite meat. There we go. Here we go. Oh, it's good. As soon as it hits that tongue, that is so good. That reminds me of Mammy's. I'm sorry, don't mean to talk with my mouth full, but so many memories in that bite of food. Of my mom, and you know what? That's got to go with it. Look at that. See why I like the peel? That goes together like peas and carrots. So good, you all. This is the perfect summer meal for a rainy old day. My mom taught me well. Oh man. You all, that's good. I'll have to have this at the restaurant. This is so good. That red wine vinegar. That's to die for. Oh, this roe. Oh, buttery on the outside. This is $1 million meal. $1 million memory meal. I love it. It's so good. Oh, all those cheesy potatoes. Oh, my pop would have been very proud, and my dad would be too. I wish he was here to eat it with me. Yum, yum. Maybe this could be a Father's Day meal coming up for him. He would love this, especially the summer. But, oh, the apples, look at that. They're just perfect. They remind me of Gravel Switch. They're so good. But I've got to set all of this aside. I don't want to. And try our cake. Ella and Annabelle, our Mammy's gonna eat the cake. Y'all want a piece? Yeah. Let's try it. All right. First slice. That out of your way. Oh, that's so good, girls. Your daddy's gonna love that. All right. Oh my goodness. Look how moist that is. Oh gosh. Oh, that looks so good, Ella. Mammy gets the big slice. Some of that fruit. A little bit. Here's yours right here, right beside Mammy's. Oh my goodness. Take your. Oh, look at that house. It's a perfect cake.
Mommy.
It's that bundt cake.
I want to go.
You do want a blackberry? Okay, yeah. All right. Who's going to take the first bite?
Me.
You want some extra icing?
Yeah.
I do.
I don't.
You want extra icing? Just Mammy does? I like the icing part.
Okay, but take
That's why I make extra.
I'm going
All right.
to take it first. See a big bite. See a big.
All right, go ahead.
Big.
Is it good?
Does it taste like oranges?
Does it taste like an orange? All right, your turn. Hurry, because I can't wait. Ella's getting ready to go in the
Soccer camp. Second grade.
second grade. And soccer camp? Goodness, you're going to be gone all summer.
Next week.
Vacation, soccer camp. What else you going to be doing?
Second grade.
Oh, look at the camera.
Second grade.
All right, take a bite for the camera. All right, Mammy's turn. What do you think, Ella? You like it? Oh, wow.
Mammy, but then some.
There's an orange tree in my mouth. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This cake is very good.
Oh my God.
Those are pork chops. We don't get to eat dessert. That's my kids. They love food. That is so good. You two are so good. Thank you so much for being on my show. Thank you very much. I'm going to miss you all for 7 days. Tell everybody goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for watching me. Now, don't y'all come back and see us. Y'all come back and see us. We are headed to the farmer's market and we're headed to Gravel Switch on our upcoming shows. I hope you've enjoyed all of these dishes from me today. Don't forget, shop local, eat local, drink local, bank local. Come on, guys. Come on downtown Bardstown and let's eat some of this good food at Mammy's Kitchen. Thank you. Watch out next for a mixology segment 2.
All right, thank you, Mammy. I'm Tyler, back at Mammy's Kitchen. Get ready to make a drink that goes perfect with her fried pork chops and orange cake she made. It's gonna be the Jim Beam Peach Tea. So start with your Jim Beam Peach Bourbon. You're gonna get 2 ounces of that. A little stronger if you'd like, but 2 ounces should be good. Or straight into your glass there. Add a little simple syrup just to sweeten it up. Really simple drink. So all we're gonna do now is just top it with some good old sweet tea. You can garnish it with a lemon, because what's tea without lemon, right? And there we go.